two, one.
Hello and welcome to Access to Aggies. I'm Alana Covington.
And I am Dakia Virgil. And it is a wonderful day to be an Aggie, as well as walking towards success in Aggie land. Before our national news, Louisiana Congressman was caught exchanging too much PDA with a staff member. Reporter Kaya Watson has your national access.
Caught kissing his married staffer, Congressman Vance McAllister is apologetic. McAllister says there is no doubt I've fallen short, and I'm asking for forgiveness. A developing story.
Thank you, Kaya. Reporter Brandy Bledsoe has a tear-jerking story of a dying father who walks his daughter down the aisle.
An 11-year-old girl from California walked down the aisle with her 62-year-old father dying of stage 4 pancreatic cancer. The ceremony pronounced Jim and Josie Zetz daddy and daughter on March 14th, Josie's 11th birthday.
Prayers go out to the Zetz family.
Up next, we have a hotel robbery that went wrong, a Greensboro shooting, news from the NCAA, the Greensboro Grasshoppers, and questions on when will R&B artist Chris Brown be released from jail. Stay tuned on Access to Aggies.
And this will be your premium right here.
Sorry to interrupt. I just want to say I combined home and auto with State Farm. Saved $760. Love this guy.
Welcome back. A 19-year-old woman has been charged after police say she attempted to rob a hotel in Greensboro early Monday morning. Danica Whitsett has your story.
India Warren, 19, was charged with attempted robbery with a dangerous weapon, according to Greensboro police. She is accused of entering the suburban lodge at 3 a.m. trying to rob it with a stun gun. She was masked and armed, but the hotel clerk was able to detain her. Warren was given a $20,000 bail.
Baseball is on a lot of people's minds this time of year. Opening day for the Greensboro Grasshoppers has a lot of people in the triad excited for spring.
Greensboro Grasshoppers had an amazing win Saturday against the Hickory Crawdads, also of North Carolina. Next, they face the Belmarvia Shorebirds of Baltimore. Go Grasshoppers!
Connecticut left Kentucky young and done and left the Final Four as NCAA national champions. Danica Whitsett fills us in on the excitement.
There's a whole lot of celebrating going on in Storrs, Connecticut. On Monday, the UConn men's basketball team defeated Kentucky for the NCAA title. On Tuesday, the women's team won its 9th crown by beating Notre Dame 79-58. UConn's dual titles is the second time in NCAA basketball history, the first by UConn in 2004.
Chris Brown's lawyer was unable to persuade a Los Angeles judge to let the singer out of jail on Monday. Attorney Mark Garagas argued the singer should be allowed to enter another rehab program instead of spending the next month in jail. The singer was locked up on a probation violation warrant on Friday after he was booted from a court-ordered drug rehab program.
Thank you, Jolanda. Aggie Fest, is it a deal or a dud? Well, we'll be right back with your answers for your all-access pass.
Better to get what you want now instead of later.
Because you don't want to wait to eat your raisins.
You don't want to wait to eat your raisins?
No.
Why not?
Because they'll turn into grapes?
Not sure that's the way it works.
Yes.
Are you competing for cutest kid right now?
Yes.
Hello and welcome back to Access to Aggies, where we give you an all-access pass. It is that time again this year.
Yes, it is, and you guessed right. It's Aggie Fest. Danica Whitsett has your Aggie Fest Access Pass for this action-packed week.
Aggie Fest is back and in full action. This week, the campus is flooded with events and programs to kick off spring. From the Sober Party, Ice Cream Social, Convocation, and Aggies and Poets, the major event kicks off tonight, the Greek Stroke Competition. The competition will be hosted by the Brothers of Iota Phi Theta Fraternity Incorporated.
Thank you, Danica. Students are going to have a blast this week.
A South Carolina woman was sentenced to 20 years in prison after her 6-week-old daughter in prison after killing her 6-week-old daughter after breastfeeding. Prosecutors say an overdose of morphine was delivered through her breast milk. Green purposely skipped appointments with her primary doctor and sent her husband out to pharmacies to pick up painkillers for her to take, all while obviously pregnant.
For local news, Greensboro leaders are trying to get the Civil Rights Museum back on the right track financially. Reporter Brandy Bledsoe has your all-access pass.
Greensboro city leaders welcome Lacey Ward Jr. at Tuesday's work session. Ward will be the new executive director for the International Civil Rights Center and Museum beginning on May 19th.
Thank you, Brandy. I can't wait to take a visit. Now, Deborah Timms has your Greensboro weather.
Friday will be partly cloudy, and those clouds are going to stick around all weekend. Temperatures should remain in the 70s. Expect some scattered showers on Monday.
I am looking forward to this sunny weekend.
Me too, Dakia. Thank you all for watching Access to Aggies, where you can get your access all over the world. I'm your host, Alana Covington.
And I'm your host, Dakia Virgil, and we'll see you next week.